One of the women you're about to meet owns a property so extraordinary that even most billionaires will never step inside it. Another spent a fortune creating a private paradise hidden behind layers of security, where every room is worth more than the average American home. And the richest woman in America? Her estate is unlike anything you've ever seen. These aren't celebrity mansions open to magazine tours. These are some of the most private, heavily guarded, and unimaginably luxurious homes in the United States. Hidden behind massive gates, surrounded by acres of land, and filled with priceless art, crystal chandeliers, private spas, infinity pools, and luxuries money alone can't easily buy. But not every billionaire on this list built her fortune the same way. Some inherited powerful empires, while others transformed their lives through business, investment, and extraordinary success. Today, we're taking you inside the secret luxury mansions of America's richest women, counting down to the most spectacular estate of them all. At number 6, Abigail Johnson. Unlike many billionaires who enjoy the spotlight, Abigail Johnson has spent decades doing the exact opposite. As the CEO of Fidelity Investments, one of the world's largest financial services companies, she oversees trillions of dollars in assets and has quietly built a fortune. Yet despite being one of America's richest women, she remains one of its most private. That same sense of discretion is reflected in the luxurious properties associated with her lifestyle. Instead of towering glass, skyscraper-style mansions designed to attract attention, Abigail Johnson is known for preferring privacy, elegance, and timeless architecture over flashy displays of wealth. Imagine arriving through long, tree-lined driveways where towering gates shield the estate from public view. Beyond them sits a magnificent New England-style residence, surrounded by acres of beautifully landscaped grounds that offer complete seclusion. The classic stone exterior, manicured gardens, and peaceful woodland setting create the feeling of a private country retreat rather than a billionaire's palace. Step inside, and understated luxury takes center stage. A grand marble entrance welcomes guests beneath elegant chandeliers, while soaring ceilings and floor-to-ceiling windows flood the home with natural light and frame breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape. Every room is designed with sophistication instead of excess, blending handcrafted woodwork, custom finishes, and museum-quality decor into an atmosphere of quiet refinement. One of the home's standout spaces is its magnificent private library, where floor-to-ceiling bookshelves, rich wood paneling, and cozy reading areas reflect a lifestyle built around knowledge, leadership, and long-term vision. Nearby, wellness spaces designed for relaxation, along with a heated indoor swimming pool, offer comfort without sacrificing privacy. Outside, the estate feels more like a luxury resort hidden in nature. Perfectly maintained gardens, stone walkways, expansive lawns, and elegant outdoor entertaining spaces create an atmosphere reserved for intimate gatherings rather than lavish parties. Advanced security systems and carefully protected grounds ensure that very little of this private world is ever seen by the public. While other billionaires compete to build the biggest mansion or the most extravagant estate, Abigail Johnson's home tells a different story. It reflects the quiet confidence of old money wealth, where elegance is measured not by excess, but by craftsmanship, privacy, and timeless design. Although she rarely discusses her personal life, her luxury real estate holdings are believed to be worth tens of millions of dollars, proving that some of America's greatest fortunes are hidden behind the most unassuming gates. And remarkable as this estate may be, it feels almost modest compared to the breathtaking mansion waiting at number 5. At number 5, Mackenzie Scott. Unlike many billionaires whose lavish lifestyles dominate magazine covers, Mackenzie Scott has taken a remarkably different path. With an estimated net worth of around $30 billion, she became one of the wealthiest women in the world following her divorce from Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. But instead of making headlines for extravagant purchases, she has earned global recognition for donating tens of billions of dollars to charities, universities, and nonprofit organizations, making her one of the most generous philanthropists in modern history. That generosity, however, shouldn't be mistaken for a lack of luxury. Even after giving away an extraordinary portion of her fortune, Mackenzie Scott still has the resources to own some of the finest real estate money can buy. Unlike many billionaires, Scott keeps her personal life and properties almost entirely out of the public eye. While very little is known about her current residences, properties previously associated with her wealth reflect a preference for sophisticated contemporary design rather than over-the-top extravagance. Imagine approaching a secluded waterfront estate where clean architectural lines, expansive walls of glass, and carefully landscaped surroundings blend effortlessly with the natural scenery. Rather than competing with its environment, the residence is designed to embrace it, filling every living space with panoramic views and abundant natural light. Inside, modern elegance replaces excessive decoration. Spacious, open-plan living areas, premium natural materials, bespoke furnishings, and carefully curated artwork create an atmosphere that feels refined without being overwhelming. Every detail is chosen with purpose, allowing craftsmanship and architecture to take center stage. The outdoor spaces are equally impressive. Wide terraces extend toward breathtaking coastal views, creating seamless transitions between indoor comfort and the surrounding landscape. Thoughtfully designed gardens provide privacy while complementing the home's minimalist aesthetic, offering peaceful spaces to relax far from public attention. It's this balance that makes Mackenzie Scott's lifestyle so fascinating. While many billionaires showcase their wealth through increasingly extravagant estates, her approach appears far more restrained. Privacy, simplicity, and thoughtful design seem to matter just as much as luxury itself. Perhaps the most remarkable part of her story isn't the homes she could own, it's the wealth she's chosen to give away. Few people on Earth have the financial ability to purchase virtually any luxury property available. Yet Mackenzie Scott has repeatedly directed enormous sums toward improving the lives of others instead. That contrast makes her unlike almost anyone else on this list. Her fortune could easily fund some of the world's most extravagant mansions, but her legacy is increasingly being defined by philanthropy rather than possessions. Even so, the next billionaire represents a completely different kind of wealth. Her family's fortune has been built and preserved over generations, creating an extraordinary legacy and magnificent estates that reflect more than a century of American success. At number 4, Jacqueline Mars. With an estimated net worth of around $40 billion, Jacqueline Mars is one of the wealthiest women in America and an heir to the legendary Mars family fortune. Every day, millions of people around the world enjoy iconic brands like M&M's, Snickers, Milky Way, and Twix. Yet few ever stop to think about the extraordinary wealth behind those familiar chocolate bars, or the remarkable estates that fortune has helped preserve. Unlike many modern billionaires who favor sleek glass mansions overlooking the ocean, Jacqueline Mars represents a very different style of luxury. Her world is shaped by tradition, heritage, and generations of family success. That timeless approach is reflected in the elegant Virginia estate long associated with the Mars family. Set among acres of rolling countryside, the property feels less like a mansion and more like a private country estate. Long tree-lined driveways lead to a stately residence surrounded by expansive lawns, mature trees, and meticulously maintained gardens. Rather than relying on dramatic modern architecture, the estate embraces classic American design, where symmetry, craftsmanship, and history create an atmosphere of quiet grandeur. The surrounding grounds are just as impressive as the home itself. The estate is well known for its connection to equestrian life, featuring extensive horse facilities and private riding trails that wind through the picturesque landscape. These open spaces provide both beauty and privacy, making the property feel like a secluded countryside retreat, hidden far from public view. Inside, timeless elegance replaces contemporary minimalism. Rich wood finishes, antique furnishings, carefully selected artwork, and classic architectural details reflect a home that values heritage over trends. Every room tells the story of a family whose wealth has been carefully built and preserved across generations, creating an atmosphere that feels warm, refined, and unmistakably distinguished. Beyond the main residence, guest accommodations provide privacy and comfort for family and close friends, while beautifully landscaped outdoor spaces create the perfect setting for quiet gatherings rather than extravagant parties. It's a style of luxury that doesn't seek attention. It simply speaks for itself. What makes Jacqueline Mars' estate especially remarkable is its sheer scale. Publicly known properties, connected to the Mars family, include vast stretches of countryside, where open fields, wooded areas, and equestrian grounds extend far beyond what the eye can see. In many places, the landscape resembles an exclusive rural retreat more than the grounds of a private residence. That perfectly reflects Jacqueline Mars herself. While many billionaires pursue cutting-edge architecture and headline-grabbing purchases, she has remained closely connected to family tradition, preferring classic estates that embody history, privacy, and enduring elegance. But if Jacqueline Mars represents the timeless luxury of old American wealth, the billionaire waiting at number 3 transformed one of the world's greatest casino fortunes into a lifestyle defined by spectacular homes and extraordinary luxury on an entirely different scale. At number 3, Miriam Adelson. Miriam Adelson ranks among the richest women in the world. Much of her fortune comes from the Las Vegas Sands empire, the global casino and resort business built alongside her late husband, Sheldon Adelson. But long before she became one of America's wealthiest women, Miriam Adelson built a successful career as a physician, a journey that eventually led to one of the greatest wealth stories in modern business. Given her connection to one of the world's most recognizable luxury hospitality companies, it's hardly surprising that the homes associated with her lifestyle reflect the same sense of sophistication and grandeur. Among the best-known properties linked to the Adelson family is an impressive waterfront estate in Florida. Positioned along some of the state's most desirable coastline, the residence combines breathtaking water views with exceptional privacy. Behind secure gates, the estate opens onto beautifully maintained grounds where tropical landscaping, elegant outdoor living areas, and expansive terraces create an atmosphere worthy of a world-class resort. The architecture embraces timeless luxury rather than passing trends. Grand entrances, soaring ceilings, natural stone finishes, and spacious entertaining areas give the residents an unmistakable sense of scale. Large windows capture panoramic waterfront views throughout the day, allowing the surrounding scenery to become part of the home's design. Outside, resort-inspired amenities take center stage. Swimming pools, outdoor lounges, and beautifully designed entertaining spaces blur the line between a private residence and an exclusive luxury retreat. Every detail reflects the same commitment to comfort and hospitality that helped define the Las Vegas Sands brand. Privacy is another defining feature. Like many of the world's wealthiest individuals, Miriam Adelson has chosen residences that offer security, discretion, and space, away from public attention. Rather than showcasing extravagant displays of wealth, the property emphasizes refined craftsmanship, exceptional location, and effortless elegance. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of her lifestyle is how closely it mirrors the hospitality empire that built her fortune. Owning luxury resorts is one thing, but living in an estate that delivers the same level of comfort, exclusivity, and architectural beauty is something entirely different. Yet remarkable as this waterfront estate may be, the next billionaire's collection of prestigious homes represents an entirely different level of old money sophistication. At number 2, Julia Koch. With an estimated fortune of more than $70 billion, Julia Koch is one of the richest women on earth. Following the passing of her husband, David Koch, she inherited a significant stake in Koch Industries, one of America's largest privately held companies. Years ago, very few people outside business circles knew her name. Today, she oversees one of the country's greatest family fortunes. That extraordinary wealth is reflected in a collection of prestigious residences located in some of America's most exclusive neighborhoods. One of her most celebrated properties is a magnificent mansion in Palm Beach, Florida, one of the most sought-after luxury destinations in the United States. Surrounded by manicured gardens and just moments from the Atlantic Ocean, the estate combines coastal beauty with timeless architectural elegance. Every detail reflects a level of craftsmanship reserved for the world's finest private homes. Julia Koch also owns an elegant residence in Manhattan where classic architecture meets refined interior design. Rather than embracing flashy modern trends, the home reflects the sophistication long associated with New York's historic luxury residences. Rich materials, beautifully proportioned rooms, and carefully curated interiors create an atmosphere that feels both welcoming and exceptionally exclusive. Across her properties, art plays a central role. Public reports have long noted the Koch family's appreciation for fine art, with carefully selected pieces complementing the architecture rather than overwhelming it. Combined with antique furnishings, elegant entertaining spaces, and beautifully landscaped outdoor areas, the homes project a sense of quiet prestige rather than unnecessary extravagance. What truly distinguishes Julia Koch's residences is their ability to blend old-world elegance with modern comfort. These aren't homes designed to chase architectural trends. Instead, they celebrate enduring beauty, exceptional craftsmanship, and locations that have attracted America's wealthiest families for generations. It's no surprise that many individual works displayed throughout properties connected with the Koch family have been valued in the millions, reinforcing the idea that some of the home's greatest treasures hang on the walls rather than sit in the garage. But extraordinary as Julia Koch's residences are, they still aren't enough to claim the top spot. Because waiting at number 1 is the richest woman in America, a billionaire whose passion for art and architecture has helped create one of the most remarkable luxury estates in the country. At number 1, Alice Walton. Claiming the number 1 spot is Alice Walton, the richest woman in America. With an estimated net worth of more than $100 billion, the Walmart heiress has inherited one of the greatest fortunes in modern history. But unlike many billionaires who are known for yachts or lavish parties, Alice Walton has built a lifestyle shaped by 2 lifelong passions: art and architecture. While Walmart transformed the way millions of people shop, Alice Walton transformed extraordinary wealth into a world centered on culture, design, and some of America's most remarkable private properties. Among her best-known residences is her ranch property in Texas, where luxury takes on a very different meaning. Rather than rising high above a city skyline, the estate blends naturally into the surrounding landscape. Rolling hills, mature trees, open pastures, and expansive grounds create a peaceful setting that feels worlds away from the fast pace of corporate America. The residence itself reflects timeless sophistication instead of flashy extravagance. Clean architectural lines, carefully crafted natural materials, and spacious living areas create a home that is both elegant and welcoming. Large windows invite the surrounding scenery indoors, while thoughtfully designed outdoor spaces make the landscape an essential part of the property's character. But what truly separates Alice Walton from nearly every other billionaire on this list is her extraordinary commitment to art. Over the years, she has assembled one of the most significant collections of American art in the country, with works by some of the nation's most celebrated artists. That passion eventually inspired the creation of Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art, a museum widely recognized for its architecture as much as its priceless collection. It's easy to see how that appreciation for beauty influences the homes she chooses. Every element, from the architecture to the carefully maintained grounds, reflects someone who values craftsmanship, balance, and timeless design over unnecessary excess. Of course, a fortune of this scale provides access to every luxury imaginable. Private aviation, exclusive properties, and exceptional privacy are simply part of everyday life. Yet despite possessing the resources to own virtually any mansion in the world, Alice Walton has consistently devoted much of her attention to preserving art, supporting education, and expanding cultural access for future generations. Perhaps that's what makes her lifestyle so fascinating. Her greatest luxury isn't simply the homes she owns, it's the ability to surround herself with extraordinary architecture, breathtaking landscapes, and works of art that have shaped American history. As our journey comes to an end, the camera slowly rises above her sprawling Texas estate. The residence fades into acres of peaceful countryside, a fitting symbol of quiet power, remarkable taste, and one of the greatest fortunes ever accumulated in America. More than just a mansion, it represents a legacy that extends far beyond wealth itself. From quiet financial empires to fortunes built on global retail, iconic candy brands, world-famous casinos, and industrial giants. These extraordinary women have transformed immense wealth into some of the most remarkable private estates in America. Each home reflects a different vision of luxury. Some embrace timeless elegance rooted in generations of family history. Others showcase contemporary architecture, breathtaking locations, or an enduring passion for art and design. Yet despite their differences, they all share one thing in common: privacy. Hidden behind secure gates and sprawling grounds, these extraordinary residences remain largely unseen by the outside world. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which billionaire mansion impressed you the most, and whose lifestyle surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this exclusive look inside the secret luxury mansions of America's richest women, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next journey into the fascinating world of billionaire wealth, luxury estates, and extraordinary lifestyles. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.